Hi everyone. Hi. Welcome on Tarot with Tia. I am Tia. This is Tarot with Tia 11-11, and this is not a reading. This is just me sitting with you guys and having some water, some coffee, and just talking. Just talking, okay? Talking about something that we all want to talk about, when we're kind of bogged down by things, when we are troubled by something. For people who are coming here for the first time, welcome. And for people who are coming back, thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the love that you've shown me on my videos by subscribing to my channel, by liking, commenting, and just sharing your love. And it's been overwhelming, okay? And that is why I'm doing this just video. I just wanted to sit with you guys and talk today and talk about anything and everything under the sun. Before, I don't think you guys actually know me apart from my name, that is Tia. I would like you guys to know me. And I know that it is something that is a little ah how do and where do I begin with? Well, uh, because I do tarot, and I am like, you guys don't know that I'm going through a spiritual awakening, and might be wondering what's my background. So I come from a very scientific background. I was a scientist for the government. I was doing my postdoctorate, which in genetics for the government. I was on a government payroll, and I was pretty good at what I was doing. But I don't think I found my answers there. I was in a town which was like, it was a town, not a city, not a metropolitan city like the one that I'm in right now. But it was a city, decent one. And it was calm, it was quiet. My work was getting done. But I was, spending my life, my years in the lab. 2, 3 days just went by and I would not see my family, just experimenting, and it started to get to me. And I was like just figuring out in my head, it would just take me a little bit more. If I push a little bit more, I might just make it. I might just finish this up. But my heart, my soul was not ready for it. Neither my body. It was just giving up. And I was realizing that, my life was outside the walls of this lab. And an opportunity came, and I just, we just up and left that city and we came to a metropolitan city. Like, I still started wanting to, do the same kind of work, something scientific, some research, my own, probably my own lab and my own research. So I was working at that. Then I was working for a lot of NGOs, did a lot of medical writing, wrote a lot of stuff, all scientific. My father's a doctor as well. And so not I've always been a spiritual person, but not that inclined and the way I am now. Okay. So after, you know, in your life, you kind of find yourself doing so many things throughout your life, and maybe finally finding something that works for you, and it hits you like a ton of stones, ton of bricks, that, oh my God, what have I been doing all my life? That was not what I was born for. But it does take a lot of time, a lot of experiences, a lot of people coming into your life, leaving, a lot of situations coming into your life and leaving. And that is when you find that peace within yourself, and there's so many questions that are suddenly answered. So coming back to where I was, when I was here, I worked for NGOs and a lot of other stuff that I did. But, I was feeling lonely, like lonely in this big city, okay? Uh, and I had no friends. I had no friends. Not that I have any trouble connecting with, strangers or people or making friends. That was never an issue. But here I was like, how do I start? Like, where do I go and find friends? Do I just go on the streets looking out for people? Just how does that happen? And that was a time when, internet helped me a little bit. I connected to a couple of, groups on Facebook that were doing this discovering and rediscovering places to visit and see together and watch movies, grabbing a cup of coffee with a group of strangers sharing thoughts. And that's how it all began, that I eventually ended up, oh my God, I ended up, you know what, starting my own event management company. Would you believe that? It was all the support, all the people that were like, that just loved me for who I am. And I'm so grateful for that. It was awesome. And I reached the top. I reached the top. I met so many people, so many different kinds of people, all kinds of people, different energies, different vibrations. But at that time, I didn't know these things like energy, vibrations. I was in a different zone. I was doing my work, but there were things that did not go, like, they did not sit right with me. And I was realizing, like, what is this? Why am I not, why am I not feeling what I should be feeling? I just didn't know why. I didn't know what I was looking for. But I started to feel that there was something that was blocking me from reaching a point of no return from a place. Okay, so if I got to a place where I was getting everything, I would never leave it. And that is where I think the divine stepped in, and it blocked a few things for me. It made me realize that, I was not feeling so good when I was doing all this, doing these large scale events in these posh, venues, and making a lot of money, dude. Money was not an issue, okay? But there was something that was not sitting right, okay? And I started backing away from all of this. Late night parties, going to house parties. Let me tell you, I don't drink. Never, 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 ever. Nothing. Nothing. I don't drink. I don't do any kinds of that. Never did. It's not that I've left it, I never did it, okay? I never felt the need. Probably, I never developed that taste. Call me whatever you want to call me, but never did, okay? And then, I backed out slowly and slowly. I started stepping away, making a distance, talking less to the people that I used to hang out with. And, that's when COVID started. And there were parts of me, physical, emotional, the soul level, that started kind of rejecting everything. Everything. My body was in so much pain. I was hurting from within, inside and outside, and the situations around me and the people that I was attracting in my life, the situations that I was attracting in my life, and the relationships that I was attracting in my life, even my personal relationships with my family. Okay. Even that was not, no, no. And, and that was a point where I was like desperately seeking for somebody who could answer my questions, tell me what was wrong, tell me what I was doing was not right for me, what exactly was I supposed to do. Okay. And that was not, I couldn't find anybody, and I didn't even know what was happening with me. Okay, there was physiotherapists, there were counselors, there were therapists, and nothing did work. Okay, nothing did. It could be temporary for a while, and it would again, spring back up, all that. I'm not saying that I don't get that now that it's completely gone, but it's like it's like a blip, okay? It's like a blip. It comes and goes. So it's easy to manage. Very easy. Touch wood. And I was just wondering, are there other people in this universe where they feel the same way that I feel and they have no one to talk to? They have no one to understand what they're going through. And would you believe it? Would you believe it that I did not know that there was something called a spiritual awakening? Okay. Okay, I give it. I give you 5 minutes to laugh your ass off. Okay. But I did. I did not know that. Yeah. No. I completely being honest with you, I did not know that. And I did not know that till the time my guru, someone came into my life. And thank God for that. And I was struggling with my relationship back then with someone. And I was like praying to God, praying for my life to just change something, anything. Show me the way, show me the path, show me where I can heal. What exactly is it that I need to do? What am I doing? What is happening with me? There would be episodes of me crying. There would be episodes. Okay, it might get a little heavy, but for people who understand what I'm saying, maybe have gone through the same thing, sit back and listen. Okay, it's gonna help you out. Uh, I did not know. I did not know about spiritual awakening, what happens during it, and I thought I was, going through the deepest and deepest of depression, and my body was physically giving up, and I was literally like, literally praying to God every day that, you know what, I don't want anything now. I've tried, like, I've tried to do what I could do for myself and for my family, and nothing seems to be the right path. Nothing seems to be helping me here. Okay. And that is, this is the point where I'm saying, take me. Take me, just take care of my family. That's all. I'm done with this world. I'm done. I'm done suffering. And I don't want to go more into it because it might get very heavy for all of you, okay? So, my guru came into my life, and he told me about the visions that I was having, about the experiences that I was having, and you know, I always knew that there was something within me that I didn't know about, but it was, I could see things that other people could not see from the start. Now, when I come to think of it, I'm not surprised why this was, meant to be. I can remember like my childhood days, like back when I don't have memory of anything, but I do have memory of these things happening. Okay, having visions, seeing things, seeing people, seeing energies, and that other people could not see. And all this chatter around the world, and when we're also focused about being who we want to be in our life, and striving for it, and working and doing everything that we can do to get there, we at times forget what is within us. There's this divine within us. There are things, there are gifts, there are spiritual gifts within us that he has given us. We never get to that point of tapping into it. Forget about tapping into it. We're not even aware of what we've been gifted with. There's so many people right now. I know that you guys do resonate with me, and you say, yes, I think I do. I think my gut speaks a very, very clear language. Oh, yes, it does. Do you listen to it? What do you do with it? If you're using it, awesome. Okay, so Be it, I don't know. I mean, you could be a religious person, you could be a spiritual person, you could be an atheist, but all of us can agree at one point that we all believe in a higher power that controls all of us. Controls, takes care of us, sees how the world functions, the universe functions. And for, for the people who do not believe in a higher power, and they just believe that it is there, it is just them. For some of the atheists who do not believe in any higher power, they believe in just themselves and doing their hard work, then the higher power is within you. You don't know that. At least you trust in that, right? If you trust in that, then I would say develop more of that. More of that. Because I have seen that no matter what amount of hard work you do, no matter what amount of money you make, no matter what amount of friends you make, no matter what amount of materialistic things you gain in your life, there comes a point where some of us, not all of us, some of us do realize that it is still not giving us what we're looking for, and we don't even know what we're looking for. So how do we go from there? What do we do? And then it starts bothering us physically. Physically, we have these aches and pains, and diseases sound like diseases. We fall sick, our immune system goes down, goes for a toss, and some of us go through mental exhaustion, physical exhaustion, and the doctors are like boggled by, oh, there's nothing wrong. We've run all the tests, nothing wrong with this girl. Maybe she's going through depression. Oh, yes, we might be going through depression, but we might not be going through depression as well. There could be something else. But that's beyond science. Not everything is scientific. At least we can agree on that. Science has its own limits. Science is very limited. And that is coming from a scientist sitting right in front of you. Science is very limited. Science right now is doing nothing but rediscovering the things that our ancestors already have discovered. If we go back to our religious texts, our scriptures, our ancestral guidances, you will find it all there. All that literature, all that text, all that knowledge is there for us to, just take it up like a sponge. And it is going to help us through our life. But we don't. Because we don't have the time. We haven't been raised that way. We haven't been wired that way. We haven't been conditioned that way that, we could just let these things go, these 9 to 5 job, making money, having kids, having a family. I'm not saying that you can't have all of this. You can have all of this and still be connected to spirituality. Let me make one thing clear to all of you, and once and for all, just answer this. Being a spiritual person and being connected to God does not mean that you have to renounce the world. There are people who look at me like, seriously, you're a spiritual person. I don't look like that. Oh, that's because you see me in good clothes. That's because you see me using makeup. That's because you see me this way. Wow. No, that's judging me. This body has got nothing to do with what my soul feels, does, acts. This soul is what is connected to the divine. This body is just carrying this soul. We have to take care of this body. But what matters more than anything is the soul. That is what people need to understand. Judging things, judging people, judging situations is the first thing and the easiest thing for all of us. And we all do that, including me. We all do that. Don't you deny that. We all do that. But do we have the right? No, we don't. Even God does that on Judgment Day, when we're done with the life, not while we're living, no. No, no. So we have no right to judge others. Always, I don't know what I've been telling you. Well, and so I was dealing with so much. And I wanted to know what was going to happen into my life. I wanted desperately somebody to tell me what can I expect in my life? Is there something that worth, like living for? Are there any goals? Is there anything that is going to help me in my life? I love my family. I love them to death. And that is why I just stuck around. Stuck around. I found tarot. I don't know how I chanced upon it. I started watching these tarot videos, tarot readings, and if nothing, watching nonsense on the idiot box. Tarot was like, seriously, you're telling me? Okay, okay, and it was like I felt sort of this. I can't explain that feeling. It felt like a healing thing. It was therapeutic. I was. Uh, it was like therapy for me. But I was getting some answers. I was getting some insight into what I could expect, what was happening, but never to the point where I was satisfied. Okay. And then there are my tarot readers that do extended readings when they're like, if you want to know more, which is basically the juice of the reading, you have to buy the extended reading. I do not have that kind of money. Okay. I do not have that kind of money to spend on extended readings. And I used to get frustrated. Really. And I said, you know what? Forget it. I'll buy myself a deck and I'll do my own reading. How about that? How about that? I would watch tarot readings for hours and hours at stretch and would be exhausted. And still, at the end of it, it was something that was giving me some peace. And you know what? I started thinking about all these people who were exactly like me. Like uh, it just came to me like, okay, aren't there so many people stuck in this desperate, frustrating situation where they're going on, flipping from one channel to another, trying to find the reading that would resonate with them, give them some answers. How about if I do that for them? How about I do those readings? How about I give them those answers? Not just for people who are watching me online. Do that for people who come to me, who seek me from, word of mouth. People come to see me, my place, do get online readings. And for me, it was like if I had found someone like that who would do a reading for me, and if I didn't have the money, wouldn't charge me for it. Wow, that would be awesome, right? And these would be the questions that nobody would be able to answer. For example, a doctor wouldn't be able to help you here, a psychologist won't help you here, a counselor won't help you here. Obviously, the ones people a disclaimer, people who are seeking this help, please seek it because I've used it myself. Okay, I've used it. There are places, there are situations where you need to seek a different kind of professional help. Okay, go to a doctor, go to a counselor, go to a therapist, see what works for you. But there are certain areas of your life, certain questions, when you put across to somebody, they say, how would I be able to tell you that? I don't think I can. Figure it out. It's all inside of you. That's true. Who's going to tap inside? If I could answer those questions for people, other people, help them that way, the way that I was seeking help desperately, I was looking for a support group that would, maybe help me with my spiritual awakening and the things, the emotions, the pain that I was going through while on this spiritual awakening journey. I could not find a single one. I had to go through it on my own. Everybody does. But I had the support of my family. My family was very bothered, very concerned. And this happens with almost all of us who go through our spiritual awakening, and our parents and our relatives kind of, sort of start to wonder what's happening, and they get very worried. And even we don't have the answers to tell them or give them that, don't worry, this will pass. This shall pass, because there are chakras that open at times. There are muscle aches. There are joint aches. There are, energies that escape from your body, and toxins that are being released. And there are different ways that it happens. Everybody has a different spiritual journey, different experiences. I had a different one. But I did not know how to explain it to my family when I was not able to, when nobody was there to explain to me. Thank God, at least I knew I was going through a spiritual awakening. And now I feel like, we should have something like that. We should have a support group. We should have people, who can, talk to. Uh, I don't mind starting a support group for people like that. Just, I would like people to join it. All of you, the ones who've gone through a spiritual awakening, experiences like that. And we answer those questions for people. We tell them, we help them, we let them know what is happening with them. Okay, we can do that. I'm open to that. Just let me know in the comment section if you can think of something like that. Well, coming back to tarot. So tarot for me was therapy. I had found my soul purpose, that if tarot is helping me, giving me that amount of relief, how about providing the same relief for people who don't even know how to look and where to look for that relief? I did. I started. And there are so many tarot readers. I respect all of them, all of them. Because this is something that is so sacred, so pious, so therapeutic, so soulful, so divine. You are doing it for others. When your intention is to do it for others, the blessing automatically comes to you. That is what I think. That is what I think. There can't be a better award. Not that you're looking for a reward and a reward, but there's a peace that is attached to it. The peace, this, you know what I'm talking about. You get that. And I am connected. I'm so lucky that God chose me. And I always, people who, I don't know who's watching, who's not. I don't know what you believe in and what you don't believe in. But we do believe in reincarnations and rebirths. And I always used to tell my mom that this is going to be my last birth. Because I know I've suffered a lot. I just know it is my last birth. I'm done with this world. And my mom would be, yeah, right. And my guru once told me when I was going through a very tough time, and I was really, I don't want to take his name. No. So, a tough time, and I was just talking to him on the phone, and I was crying. I just broke down, and I told him, this has happened. Tell me. And he just gave me an answer like, don't you know? Why are you letting all this bother you? Why are you adding karma to your life? Don't you know that God has chosen you for moksha? Moksha is salvation. Okay. You are not going to have, this is your last birth. Make the best of it. Do not add anything, any more karma to your life intentionally so that you might have to come back. Believe me, He's given you the spiritual powers, the divine powers. Use them, find your soul purpose. And I did find it. He just confirmed what I always knew in my heart, that this was my last life. And I'm so glad I will be liberated. So I know there are people who don't believe in all of this, but I know that the people who don't believe in all of this are not watching this. If they haven't reached at this stage, they might have left long back. So I'm here for the people who resonate with me here and here, right? And that is why I went into tarot. And I was like, when I used to see these amazing tarot readers, what used to flip my brains was like, oh my God, how are they able to like assess it? How do they know that this is what it means? How are they able to give me those answers? Like, just because of that card and two, three cards that fall on the table, they're giving me the answer that I'm seeking? No, oh dear Lord, that's not how it works. So tarot, let's begin from what tarot is. I'm not going to go into the details. Don't worry, sit back. Let me have a sip. Talked a lot. There are different schools of tarot. Okay, but the most popular and the original and the most traditional one is the Rider-Waite. Okay, the Rider-Waite tarot deck. It has 78 cards. Okay, and all these cards have different meanings. Okay, and even if you memorize all the cards and their meanings, when they fall next to each other, you wouldn't know the head and tail of it. You can recite back what you've memorized, but it will never be something that is a complete picture, because these are just clips of what might happen. Okay, these just clips. You have to put these clips together through your intuition. What I'm getting at is that not everybody can learn tarot. Tarot is not something that you can learn. This is a gift that is given by God to you. Do not come at me with, I've learned it for myself. I am a established tarot reader. Yes, you are. Why? Because God has given you that X factor. That X factor is called intuition, which is heightened. All of us have intuition. All of us have that gut feeling. We all have that intuition within us. But some of us are naturally born, gifted with an intuition that is heightened. We can feel more. We know more. We know things before they happen. We know what's going on. We can sense energies. That is how we're different. I am not trying to add any superiority complex here, okay? No, no. I'm just saying we are slightly different. So some of us are born with gifts. Like some of us can sing better, sing well. Okay. You practice and you get that. Awesome. Not all of us can sing. Can you agree on that? Not all of us can paint. This is a gift that God has given us. So there are so many people who run these tarot courses, charge money and teach and do the lectures and those PPTs, those notes. Okay, what? You read up all you want to read, but you will never be able to get that. Not even able to say what that is, but there is something. You won't be able to get that. Because that is given to you by God. You can uh, nourish it, you can nurture that gift that has been given to you, but you cannot have it. You might start reading, you might start doing those readings on, you might start reading for people, but you will, there's something called natural gift. There's something there. Some people are gifted. We all can agree on that, at least. Some of us are. Everybody has a gift. And we are gifted with intuition. Gifted with something that we can connect to God, we can get you those answers. We can connect you to the divine. The questions that you're desperately seeking answers to, we get them for you from the divine. That's all I'm saying. And how many of you, tell me, how many of you have gone through a similar state, like, similar life where you've been like, you've tried so many things and you've been good at everything. Not that you've failed at things and then left them and then, went for something else. You were awesome at whatever you did, but you still did not feel that this was it. Something very important was missing. Not something was missing, something very important was missing. You just didn't feel like it. You didn't pursue it anymore. You left and you switched your job, changed to something. Not just your job, you completely flipped. Like, for example, for me, it was from being a scientist, I went to being an event manager. I had a company. I still have that company. I own an event management company, which does awesome. But I'm not interested in it. Not anymore. Okay. So from being a scientist to having an event management company, then, finally, after going through so many things, finally I'm here, sitting here doing tarot. Never thought about it. Never, never, ever. How many of you have done that? I know this should have been a live chat, but before having a live chat like this, I wanted all of you to know me, just know me. Know what I'm saying here, listen to me. And if you resonate with me, you connect with me, then we can have so many live sessions like this where we can all talk, share our questions, talk about things, just talk. And sort out things if we can have, if you're open to sharing. It's uh it's so it's sad that we kind of find ourselves in situations where we're so desperate. We're like, so, oh my God, what do I do to, what do I do to, change what is happening in my life? Don't know, dude. I didn't know that. I was in the same place as you were. Some of us are lucky enough to find mentors and gurus and support groups or people who've gone through the same or similar experiences. But some of us are just left, grappling in the dark, shooting arrows in the dark, and just trying to somehow, somewhere get those answers. And I'm so grateful that I found tarot. Tarot is medicine for me. And I think if for people who are so desperate, so frustrated, nobody can answer those questions. The questions that tarot answers. There's astrology, there's there's palmistry, there's so much. There's so much. These things are beyond like, these things are like amazing when you kind of read about them, when you experience them, they are amazing. But every field has its limitation. So does tarot. Even tarot has limitations. And people, well, there's so many people who read tarot and they're like, oh my God, you received this card. Oh, that's bad. None of the cards in tarot are negative. Can I tell you that? None of the cards in tarot are negative. All cards talk about how you could change that. What might happen, so be better prepared for it. You can avoid that from happening. Prepare for it in advance. If you are not looking at the red flags, look, watch carefully, go back, take a step back, see what is happening, deal with it that way. For example, for people who know a little bit about tarot because you're sitting on a tarot channel and watching me, I would just imagine that you know about a little bit. Okay, so what are some of the cards from tarot that when you see them in your reading you're scared? You get that? Your heart just drops to your stomach. No, they're like, let's talk about the Ten of Swords, right? The Ten of Swords, the Death card, the Three of Swords, the Four of Cups, yeah, the Eight of Cups, the Tower, those cards. Those cards are the cards that tell you how and why that is happening, something that might happen, and how you can prevent that from happening, and if it is inevitable, how you can be better prepared to handle it with all your strengths. Let's talk about the Tower. If you see a Tower card, the Tower card is like something that is going to happen suddenly. Okay. So if you see it in your reading, it's not going to happen suddenly, is it? Now you already know about it, that something is going to happen. You're prepared for it. And that suddenly is not negative. Not necessarily negative. A new love might be entering your life. A new job opportunity might be coming to you. Or something is breaking down because it no longer serves you. So if you pay attention to that card, you will know what exactly in your life is pointing towards that tower. What can you do? Do you want to stop that Tower card? You can't do that. So what more? Turn it into an advantage, right? The Tower card is telling you something is going to happen. If you know something is going to happen, you are prepared for it. You can do so many things to make it easy, right? For example, if you see the Death card, the word death is literally morbid, but death isn't death. Death is change. Death is transformation. The Death card is about transformation, right? So, one thing ends and there is space for something new to flourish. One cycle ends and another cycle begins. And whatever is ending with that Death card or whatever is changing, okay, death is not just an end. There are times when death is transformation or change. Okay, let me say death is change. Death is transformation. So even when there is an end of a cycle and a beginning of a new one, that is a change. So always look at the death card as a change. And change isn't always bad, okay? You change for good, you change for better, you change for the best of the things and the best of the blessings coming to you. Change is the only thing that's constant. So why should you be scared of the death card? Tell me. If you see the Ten of Swords, you see betrayal, lying, cheating. Somebody is going to betray you. Something is coming to an end. Okay, now I know somebody might betray me. Let me look at who am I allowing this to do to me? What exactly is currently in my life? What situations, what people around me can cause me that pain, that cheating? Who can do that to me? You might as well be able to prevent that from happening by doing that yourself, by just stepping away before they do something bad to you. Protect yourself, protect your energy. You can do that, right? You can always, if you're prepared for it in advance, and somebody tells you, okay, at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, you're going to drop a cup of coffee. What are you going to do? If you still want that coffee, buy 2 cups, dude. Let the one drop. Okay, jokes aside. I mean, you can be very cautious. Make sure that the cup of coffee, the hot cup of coffee, is not close to your body. Don't hold it so close to your body, so if it spills, you hurt yourself. Just a stupid example, but there are things that you can do about it. That you can do about that prediction. Fine, I'll not have a cup of coffee tomorrow. I'll have juice. How about that? So tarot helps. Tarot is therapeutic. Tarot is healing. Tarot is, for me, it is my soul purpose. I found my soul purpose of helping people in places and situations where they can't see anything. They're completely blind because of the way they've been conditioned, the situation that they've been going through. They're all done. So I'm here for that. That is my purpose. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm here to fulfill my soul purpose in this universe and leave. And different tarot readers have different ways of reading their cards, different, very professional at times. They're very blunt, and I like that honesty. And they just read your cards and done with it, finished. But me, I can't do that. For me, it always is like I'm talking to a friend, and a friend is sitting right in front of me, and I'm talking to that friend, and that friend is asking me, oh, Tia, please, for God's sake, tell me what the hell is happening in my life. Tell me, why am I going through this? Tell me, what can I expect? Tell me, what do I do? That is how I look at my friend. That is how I'm picturing a friend of mine sitting in front of me, talking to me, asking me something. And I'm like, hold on, have a glass of water, have some tea, we'll discuss it. So I'll read for them. I'll tell them. But I also tell them, if I see a card that tells me that there's a betrayal that they might be facing, that they are not with the right person, that they are in a situation that does not serve their highest good, I will tell them more than that. I will tell them how to deal with it. I will ask them, I will maybe plead with them, dude, do not get into it. Step away from this. Take your energy back. Find that self-worth that is within you. Recognize it. Nurture it. Hold on to it. You're a diamond. You're a diamond. Okay, let's talk about relationships. Okay, for one. Just since I do love readings, not just love readings, but on my channel, I'm doing love readings currently. So, how about relationships? Okay, so many people, so many people, they come to me and they would be like, "Tell me what's happening in my relationship. I'm doing my best. I've given my best. Why is it still not working?" Hmm? And I'm like, "Yes, you have. Have you? Let me check. I don't take your word. Never will. Never will. Even if you're my best friend, even if you're my sister, you're my brother, you're my mother, I don't care. I'm going to look into the truth. Truth and only the truth. Because the moment I start cheating and deceiving with energies, if I start playing around with that, I'm done. I'm done. He will take care of it. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to maintain that honesty, that truth, that transparency that I have promised myself and I promised him. My God. So I will see and I will tell them. I will give them all the advice. Okay. So tell me, according to you, what exactly, if you ask someone, let's say, you ask somebody and anybody, what are you looking for in a relationship? What do you want from a person? What do you want in a relationship? They will say honesty. What are the typical answers that you get? Honesty, truth, love, loyalty, fidelity, respect, you know, acknowledgement, growth, future, all of that. Okay, and excitement and passion and the want and the desire to be together, right? A lot of things, understanding, so all these things. So I would ask you, are you giving that, are you giving all that to your relationship? Are you? If you're giving all that and much more in a relationship, and the other person is still not able to see it and is still not willing to give you what you deserve, your self-worth, your value, the love, the honesty, the care, the commitment that you deserve, if that person is still not able to see it and you're still giving into that relationship and giving into those emotions, giving your energy to that person and that relationship, what are you doing? What are you doing? Do you really want to spend your life with a person who does not see, is blind to who you are? Trust me, that person is blind to who you are. Okay? They just can't recognize all those values, all those valuable things, all these virtues that you have, all these beautiful things that you bring to the table and into the relationship. They can't see it. They'll never be able to see it. They might be an amazing person. They just might be an amazing person. And maybe 10 years down the line, they change, completely change. And they get married and they have a life with someone, but not with you. Not with you. Because they can't see that. They don't see that. And you're giving more and more and more. Trust me, giving more is never the solution. It We call it a relationship because it's between two people. So it has to be an open line, it has to be a two-way street, and it has to be like that. You have to get what you give. Okay. Unconditional love is something that a mother can give her child. And only some divine people, some divine energies, some divine beings can do that. We are human beings. Recognize that. We have our limitation. Don't give in so much that some way, someday you realize you have nothing to give. Not just to the relationship or the person, nothing to give to your own self. Imagine. Let's use an analogy. Let's use another analogy. You know what a diamond is, right? And we have a huge diamond, like let's say a block of diamond. Why not? Standing right in front of you. Would you see it? Would you see it? Would you recognize it? Can you see the brightness? The shine? The glow? The light? You would, right? You would immediately know that this is something special. Oh my God, that's precious, right? But the person that you're dealing with cannot see that diamond. That big a diamond. That huge diamond. And you know who the diamond is? That's you. That that diamond is you standing right in front of that person, and that person is still not able to see it. Dude, if that person is still not able to see it, that person is blind. At least they can't see you. And trust me, you don't want to be in that kind of a relationship where it is not a relationship. I would not call it a relationship because that person is blind, that person is not giving you anything. It is just a situation that you put yourself in. And there's so many things like trauma bonds. We attract such energies in our lives, such people in our lives. That's a talk for a different day, but I hope I just made a couple of things clear to you here, okay, about myself. I would love to know about you. Seriously. Um, I would like to have some live chats where we can talk, like just like that. Exchange what you have to say. Exchange our thoughts. Grow together. You know. I will always be here to do your tarot readings if you. This one was just me talking about anything and everything that came to my mind right now. I wanted to talk about. Right now, I don't even know what I am talking about. I think I've said a lot. So, if you have things to say, if you want to, for example, if you want to uh, really want to start a community of sorts for, people who are going through tough times, a spiritual awakening, we could do that together. Please drop in your thoughts, your comments. What do you think? Your ideas. If you want to be a part of it, something like that. We can actively do that together. Okay, I would really want to do that with you. So my purpose is to grow with you and help you grow, help others grow, and help as much as I can, and as many people as I can. Okay, so do that. And next time I hope to kind of have a live chat with you. And don't worry, you will get your Valentine's reading in the first week of February. Okay, for the first half of February, that will be your Valentine's reading. And if you want to be a part of that free reading, a 30-minute free reading with me, all you need to do is subscribe to my channel. Go to the description box. You will find an email address. That is the only email address through which you can contact me. Send me your details. Send me what you want to know. Send me your questions. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me why you want to know what you want to know and all that. And I'll choose a winner. And I'll do a 30-minute free reading for you. I promise. Okay. So, Do that. And I love you all. And I'm here for you all. Always. All you can do for me is help me grow my channel. Help me reach so many people. Let's make a community so big, so strong, so, you know, that we're all there for each other. We just hold each other's hands and grow. So people would know where to come to, who to come to if they are facing something, some issues, anything, any problems, any troubles, anything. You know what I mean, right? We can do that. And I want to wish you all a very happy Valentine's Day because it's coming around. And for the ones who are single, babies, we are our own Valentine. Okay. Your mom can be your Valentine, your sister can be your Valentine, your best friend can be your Valentine, a tub of ice cream can be your Valentine. Don't do that. No. Okay. So, pamper yourself, love yourself. Not just that day, every day. Be the empress or the emperor. Your blessings are yours. Connect to the divine. Connect to your inner self. I would ask you all to concentrate. Give yourself some time. It is your life, your body, your soul. And if you're not giving yourself that time, what are you doing? Do some meditation, do some healing, do a lot of healing, do a lot of healing as much as you can. We don't even know how much trauma, how much pain we hold inside ourselves, in our bodies, and our subconscious mind. We need to get rid of all that. We can have a group for that as well, some healing groups, some counseling groups, some support groups, some healing groups. We can have so many things. We can do so much if we come together. I would love that. Because I didn't have that. But I want to offer that. And if God has put me in a position where I can do something for others, I want to. And I will. If you want to be a part of that, I love you guys. Please do. Okay. And I'll see you very soon for your, Valentine's reading. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much for this chat. If I don't know, I don't know when I'm going to schedule a live chat, but I'll definitely put it somewhere. I'll make a small video, a short, and tell you about when I want to have a live chat. And I would expect all of you to be with me and just discuss. Let's just chat. How about that? We'll all be sitting together with a cup of coffee in our hands, and we'll talk away. That's very healing, right? So, see you soon. Thank you so much for being on Tarot with Tia 11-11. Today we did not do tarot, but we did a lot more than that. And I'm so glad that I've had this talk with you all. And I was able to tell you that I'm here for you all. And I was able to put my thoughts, my emotions, my intentions across of building a community, building a people, coming together, helping others, And believe me, when you help others, you help yourself. The blessings come back to you. Thank you. The next one would be very soon. I'll be posting a Valentine's reading. And if you, again, don't forget the competition. Don't forget that free 30-minute free reading. I will not give you any more if you guys do not take this one. If you want to be a part of it, come on, follow the step. Just subscribe, go to the description box, mail me on that particular Gmail address, which is mentioned in the description box only. And I will choose the winner and I will give them a free Valentine reading. Okay? Thank you so much. love, light, happiness, healing, everything. I wish and pray for you. Bless you. Thank you.